What is up, fuckwads? Once again, it's time again for another epic comic book haul video out on the hunt. And this video might be a little bit longer than the last time because this is going to be like 2 weeks worth of books. So I'm going to get right into it. Start with the books I picked up this week because I want to go ahead and address this first book first, because all the other books in this video, except for this one and the last one, were all $2 or $3. Actually, some of them were even $1. But this first book is Snake Eyes Dead Game, number 1, Virgin variant cover by Jamie Tyrell. Either way, I apologize for not really knowing the artist's name. Either way, this cover is like super fucking badass and worth every penny of like the $20 that I paid for it. It was definitely the high dollar book I picked up this week. Moving on, Punisher 218. This is the first appearance of Punisher as War Machine. This is the variant cover with John Barenthal. I hope I'm saying that right, probably not. From the Netflix series Punisher. Badass actor. Hopefully he keeps on like playing the character, and I've heard that he even like wants to continue the role as like the whole Punisher War Machine thing, which I think is like badass. Dark Minds, Macropolis. I don't know. I fucking say it. I've never seen this book before. I grabbed it because I'm currently on this kick where I just grab like all books that I see that are like chromium, shiny, like whatever, 90s, early 2000s. Gotta get that chrome, yo. Rise of the Midnight Suns, Darkhold, number 1. Newsstand copy. This one was actually in the poly bag, but I fucking opened it because those poly bags are like super bad for your books. Eventually, over time, they do damage. It's best just to cut them shits out because, let's be honest, like, these ain't toys, yo. It ain't about being like mint in box. All we care about is the condition of the book. And those bags are doing damages. They're doing damage to these books. Anyways, I'll probably make a video about that shit, going into detail later on. Moving on. Aliens, Mondo Heat. What would a haul be without some Aliens books? This is a one-shot book. It was just a spoof parody, just making fun, being silly. Yeah, I had to get it. It's $1, yo. Aliens, Colonial Marines, number 1. Another copy. What do you know? $2. I don't know when I'm gonna like. I'm never gonna get like bored like talking about this book and how important it is. Dark Horse presents number 36, the first appearance of Aliens vs. Predator. This book should be like, you shouldn't be able to go out and get this book for fucking $2 anymore. But guess what? Everywhere I go, I find it for $2. So, I mean, people can keep sleeping on it. Let them keep sleeping on it. I'll keep grabbing them. You know what else? Aliens vs. Predator number 1. Another $2 book. They're out there. I'm telling you. Aliens vs. Predator number 2. $2. 4 kids walk into a bank. I'm pretty sure this was optioned at one time. It's super difficult to keep track of like what is still and what isn't like options anymore. Anyways, I think it is. So grab another copy. Amazing Fantasy number 7. This is the first appearance of the new Scorpion, which is supposed to appear in the Falcon Winter Soldier Hulu show, I'm pretty sure. So yeah, let's grab another copy. This is probably my 4th or 5th copy. I don't know. But like I said, when I get these weird specs, which this ain't weird, this one's like pretty like well known and out there. So grab them. Fucking $2-3. Keeping on that trend of like specs that we know are coming. We know it's coming. We know these characters are coming. America Chavez is coming. I can't find that fucking Vengeance number 1 book anywhere. I mean, I see it on eBay, but it's like $600 to $1,000. So, what do people do after they can't get the first appearance? They go for the number 1. So yeah, start getting them number 1s. They're out there. They're out there in dollar bins. Get them. Speaking of dollar bins, It doesn't get more dollar bin contender than this. Turok Dinosaur Hunter #1. I'll grab these every time I see them. There's just certain books on the list that I have that I will grab every time I see them if they're $2 or $3 or under. Agents of Atlas #1, variant cover. It's the first appearance of one of these characters. I can't remember which one. Another Agents of Atlas #1, different variant. Same thing. Ask Guardians of the Galaxy #1. I mean, these Scotty Young covers get me every time. I'm just going to be honest. And that was this week's books. Let's move to last week's books, which we'll start out with. Yeah, let's push these over here because it's in my way. I don't like it. Blah, blah, blah. Punisher #12. Frankencastle. This is not the first appearance of Frankencastle. I think Punisher #11 is the actual first appearance of Frankencastle. But I just love monster books so much, and this is such a fucking badass cover with the Mummy, fucking Man-Thing, Morbius, and Werewolf. Why not? Impossible to pass this up for $2. Speaking of $2 books, Wizard #0, Genesis Edition, Wu-Tang Clan, son. Woo! I mean, until a few months ago, I didn't even realize there was ever a Wu-Tang book in existence. So every time I see these Wu-Tang books, I'm going to grab them if they're like reasonable. Star Wars Boba Fett Enemy of the Empire #4. This is actually like a $20 or $30 book. So you see this out there because I think it was like a low print run, and it's ridiculous because as much as I love Boba Fett, there's no way Boba Fett is going to be able to swing haymakers on fucking Darth Vader. Let's just get the fuck out of here with that nonsense. But anyways, badass. Sticking to the Boba Fett covers. Star Wars is like so out of control right now. I'm just going to grab every awesome cover of like Boba Fett, Darth Maul, Darth Plagueis, whoever I see. I'm just grabbing all of them, especially Dark Horse, because like it seems like all those Dark Horse books that they said that weren't canon, and now they are. That shit's popping. Young Avengers #9. I do believe this is the first cover appearance of Kate Bishop as Hawkeye. Not 100% sure, but I think it is. Reborn #1. This is a variant cover. It's not the good variant cover. The good variant cover is there's actually a Todd McFarlane variant of this. But anyways, I've been looking for this for quite a while. Any Reborn #1, and I haven't been able to find it. This is the first one I found. And of course, you know, if it's $2, I'm gonna grab it. This was actually a new book I picked up last week. Snake Eyes: The Origin. This reprints Snake Eyes' Origin, which I do believe was in issues of G.I. Joe #25 and 26. Could be wrong about that. Somewhere in that ballpark, though. Amazing Spider-Man 375. You know, we're doing the Knull thing. We're doing the Codex thing. We're doing the fucking virus thing. I mean, these books are out there. They're still out there. Like, God knows how many of these are for like $2 or $3. So let's get another one. And while we're at it, let's get a fucking newsstand. And from last week was a copy of the comic book collecting guide by Overstreet, which I do believe this is when they were doing it quarterly. Usually they only do their guides yearly, but for a while they did them quarterly, which is pretty neat. I'm pretty sure this is from like 92, 93. I always pick up these guides just because it's fun as hell to flip through these guides from a long time ago and like see like the prices of like key books versus what they are now. And last but definitely not least, I actually picked up a graded book last week. Venom #1. Donny Cates series. 9.8. And one thing that I always say, and I know like quite a lot of other people say, if you can pick up a 9.8 especially CGC graded copy of a key book for less than $100, man, you should jump all over that shit. And I have it on very good word from a very reliable source that this book has another first appearance of a very, very major character related to the whole Knull storyline. Knull, however you say it, whatever. It's like no coincidence at all that Donny Cates, this gargoyle, is on the cover of Venom #1. Well, as we so have it, this gargoyle is the first cover appearance of Knull's mom. And of course, with Venom standing over Knull's mom, like boasting, you know, Knull ain't gonna be happy about that shit because you know what just went on. You know what just went on. Deuces, bitches.